What is up, everyone? Cabbage Crew members. It is Matt and John here, episode 26 of the Cabbage Crew podcast. Anyway, John, you're in New York.
Senor.
You having fun in New York. You're watching the Yankees lose, I believe.
Yes, So, me and my friend Messiah, we decided a few months ago to beat bums and go to all three baseball games in New York. Pittsburgh Pirates versus New York Yankees. We wanted to see. One of the biggest reasons was to see Paul Skeens pitch against the Yankees.
Okay.
I
don't know who that is.
Livy Dunn's boyfriend.
Okay.
So
I don't know who that is either. But anyway,
Andy would kill you anyway. So went to the, bought all three games tickets. Find out coming here because they don't release who's pitching 2 months out because you can't really do that in baseball. So it was so we were thinking 3 out of 5, 6. Because usually most teams have anywhere from 5 to 6 pitchers in their rotation to start. Okay. So we were thinking anywhere from 50 to 60% chance we would see Skeens pitch if we bought all three tickets. And so we did. And when we got here, we looked at who was pitching. Skeens was scheduled to pitch day 2, game 2. First game went really well for Pirates. We won. Second game went really well too. We won. Third game ended up losing, but we didn't end up going to the game because it was raining, and we kind of hero called it. And we were like, we're not going to go. It's going to be miserable. Hopefully, there's going to be at least a rain delay, and if not, it might be a cancellation. We can go Monday. So game 2 happened. Skeens is starting. So Yankee Stadium, I've only been to maybe 5 or 6 baseball stadiums, but after this experience, it is dead last because there's not enough security lines in the stadium. The line was moving so slow
to get in.
And so we got there 10 minutes before game time. So still a little bit of our fault. But usually I've been to this, 3 Yankee games, and we've been able to get in before the first inning when we were 10 to 20 minutes away from starting. But we were 10. So when we get there for Skeens pitching, and Skeens is this, he's going to win Rookie of the Year. So everyone is attending the game to see Skeens pitch against the Yankees, and we walked around half the stadium to get in a line, and we were in line for 35 minutes. So we missed the first inning on top of the second, and then what happens? The Pirates pull Skeens after an inning. After 2 innings, I hear him in the room.
The whole reason went there.
After 2 innings, because they want him to be on a pitch count because this is his first full year. They don't want him to get Tommy John surgery on his arm, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So we were excited to see game 2, see Paul Skeens pitch, and we didn't end up seeing him pitch because Yankee Stadium's incompetent. And so
I had a similar experience. I went to I think it was Sunday Night Football a couple years ago. It was actually the Ravens. Again, I'm from Baltimore. Ravens against the Colts, and it was the big comeback we had against the Colts a few years back. I don't know if it was a 1:00 game. I don't know when the game was, but the ticket thing wasn't working, so there was a line of us and we couldn't get in. The ticket thing broke 15 of. We were a bit late. We were still gonna make it by 1, but we were getting in, and at pretty much like when players were coming out, and the thing broke, so we couldn't get into the stadium until like midway through the first quarter.
Right.
What the heck? And then I went to Ravens Bills game last night. Ravens dominated the Bills, which was very nice. So that was a nice game. And my roommate's a Bills fans. That was pretty nice. So let's go ahead and talk about all right, we're just gonna do a football podcast now, guys. So anyway, no. So we're gonna be doing Avatar: The Last Airbender. For those who muted us during the sport talk, we're gonna be doing Avatar: The Last Airbender. What celebrities would be if they were benders? Correct? That's what we're doing this week. Yes. So I will say, I want to pull it up here, the personality traits, I guess, of what a bender would be. Because I don't want it to be just if this person's evil / an asshole or whatever you want to think of them, they would be firebender because fire is evil. Like that's not really what it would be.
Sure.
So I would say, okay, so I'm gonna try to avoid Reddit. I know we had a little Reddit this conversation the other day. All right, so I would say if I can find it. All right, personalities. Water. Okay, so I have another pet peeve of mine. Okay, so never mind. I won't. All right, so water. It's saying, this is what it says. So, and we can disagree. We can talk about it beforehand.
Sure.
Water, calm, caring, emotional. I don't know what trusty means. I guess trustworthy and understanding.
Trusting means like you're honest.
No, it says trusty.
Oh, I have no idea.
So yeah, trusting. Yeah, I don't know if they just said let's just write down the qualities of Katara.
I mean,
but I can agree with that. Calm. Okay. I don't know about calm, but I would say like caring, emotional. I like.
Yeah.
Trustworthy, understanding. Okay. Earth. I'm showing here again. Earth, loyal, brave, fearless. Loving, determined.
I like that.
Fire is passionate, intense. Semi-aggressive, but not necessarily a negative thing. More of just upfront, aggressive personality. Rights fighters. Again, don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, fiery personality. 4, air, energetic, open-minded, spiritual, wise, pacifist. Anything you disagree with there?
No.
Okay. So you go ahead and start. This was your idea, and I like the idea. So you go ahead and start.
Okay.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to say a person? It doesn't have to be a celebrity, a person, and then I think what I think it is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you a name, and you tell me where you think they fit.
Okay.
Person number 1 will be Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, a little Harry Potter. Well, I mean, me and Daniel, we get lunch all the time, so I really know his personality and every personality trait he has. I'm gonna try to not think of Harry Potter. I've seen some interviews of his, and I kind of get a grasp what his personality is like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna try to think of Harry Potter in this. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna say water. Because from listening to his interviews, he does seem. Well, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna say air. I'm gonna say air because he does seem like one, he does seem like he is my boy got some energy. Oh, he seems like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of how his personality is. He also seems like since Harry Potter, it seems like his career has been very he has done a lot of different things to try to get away from the Harry Potter persona, I guess, which is a smart move, and he's done a lot of great projects. And I think that would be open-minded. Like he will do anything. Like if you've seen some of the clips he's done, some of the movies he's done, from being Weird Al to being, in a dress dancing on stage to being naked on stage in Broadway to being a dead man on an island that the person's using as a Swiss Army life type of thing. So it's like he's been in all these different things. So and I will say wise of his years because he's been in the industry for so long. And I mean he's 36 maybe, but he's probably been in so many projects from small indie films to horror films to very much obviously the biggest franchise, maybe one of the biggest franchises in history. So I would say Air. Again, I can't really tell you about his, like I'm basing it off of what I know of him and like some of the choices.
I mean that
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's how that's exactly.
So yeah, I would say Air for him.
Okay. Respect.
Respect. You like that? You like that answer?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see him as fire. I don't see him as earth. So it's either water or air. Like process of elimination. And so I would agree with you because like he is like extremely knowledgeable, and I don't know if you've seen his epic rap with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
So like I think that just fits with the air, like with air and not water. Like the way his brain works. So
yeah. He has like an energetic mind. You can like tell, which is not a bad thing, but it's like that's just how it is. I'm kind of the same way. I will go ahead and say. I will say, trying to go in the opposite direction as you. I will say my favorite rapper, Eminem, Marshall Mathers.
That's not Eminem, is it?
What is not Eminem?
Is your favorite rapper?
Yeah, Eminem.
Okay.
Marshall Mathers.
I knew his last name was Mathers. I didn't know his first name.
Marshall Mathers. Yep. Okay. That's why it's Eminem.
M-N-M.
I mean, do you know his personality too much?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I see like if I'm solely basing off his music, like it's like a double whammy here. Like, if I'm basing off his music, I'd say one thing, but if I'm basing off of like if I've seen him in public, it's a completely different perception.
Okay.
And so because like whenever I see him like out and about with a hoodie on, it's like he's a waterbender. He's chill. He's cool. But like but with the his music and all that, that's a lot of passion. That is definitely firebending.
Firebender, interesting. Okay.
I would go with firebending. I would if I
fire. Okay. Yeah, passionate, intense, aggressive.
Yeah.
Someone that believes in their rights and fights for their rights, which would be very much like what he does.
Right.
Yeah. It's funny because I would also fire fits him more, but by looking at this, I'm like, okay, Earth too. Like he's very loyal to the people in his circle. I mean, Brave, I'm not to get like too much, but Brave, it's like, well, he's a white rapper from like the 90s. That takes Fearless, and then like Loving with his like daughters too.
Right.
But no, I like Fire. I like Fire for him. I mean, that makes the most sense.
Based
Looking at
off
it.
of that, yeah, based off of the criteria, I think that
Yeah.
makes the most sense.
Especially with his especially if you're strictly talking about his music and how he approaches his music.
Right.
I agree.
Okay.
All right, got me another one.
Yeah, of course. Numero dos.
Mm-hmm.
I will go with rest in peace,
Oh.
James Earl Jones.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm writing it down. I don't know much about him, to be honest.
Okay.
I will say, he has a very calm persona, so I will go Waterbender. Especially when you think about the two roles you think about with him, which is Mufasa and Darth Vader.
Yep.
Those are emotional characters. Again, I don't know too much about him besides the fact that his voice acting and it always seemed very like strong, calm. Even like Mufasa, how he talked, you know. So yeah, I'm sure he's a caring guy. Like that fits. So yeah, I'm gonna go with water. I'm gonna go with water with that.
Okay. Respect.
I'm just gonna go and drop a bomb here. Donald Trump.
Okay. Definitely not water.
No.
And I don't. I think Earthbender. I'll go there.
Really? Do explain. Hopefully,
Well, just based off of.
subscribers.
It's definitely not air either. So it's down to firebending or earth. And
Earthbending.
I'm thinking like he's brave in the sense of like he was a billionaire that like everyone loved him and now everyone hates him.
Okay.
And
he got shot. He was like, yeah.
well, not once but twice.
Yeah.
And so you got that. You got the so brave. He loves loyalty. Like he doesn't like people who disagree with him.
That's true.
Like he likes to surround himself with people who agree with him, which is like any presidential candidate at the end of the day. But like, it's still a characteristic.
Right.
And I'd say like the abrasiveness.
Okay.
So
Determined.
yeah.
Yeah, determined.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I like that. The funny thing is out of the first four we did were fire, earth, air, and water. Not a coincidence, I don't think.
No.
Okay. Well, you can, and by the way, we don't have to just do celebrities. We can do, if you want to do other characters, like big characters from franchises, we can go ahead and do that as well.
Sure. Or we can have that as a separate episode.
Just keep doing what we're doing. Well, we'll do characters too. We don't want to do. That's fine. We'll just spitball.
So
weird.
Anyway, my turn. I will say. Okay. Tiger Woods.
Ooh. Again, it's kind of hard with some of these celebrities because I don't really know his personality much. I would. It's interesting because he almost is two based off of what era,
Mm.
because I would say fire early on,
Mm.
passionate, intense. He's almost like Brady, it's like he's super into his work, super
Driven.
intense,
He's driven.
very driven, very determined, which is Earth, but almost to aggressiveness. So like he would be but I think as he got older, towards the second half of his career, I would almost say water, because he's always been calm.
Mhm.
He's always been pretty emotional. With his son coming into it, he's now caring and more understanding and more probably toward like any athlete. It's a little bit more difficult with like golf, because golf you can play until you're 70, but any athlete you kind of know when you're done. And most of the time when we see a player and they know when they're done and they're not the same, they retire, right? But like he's obviously not the same player he was, but he's still going after it. But now his son's playing with him, so you kind of have that now dynamic. It's like, imagine if Peyton Manning was still playing, and his son, like LeBron, perfect example. But the problem about LeBron is LeBron's still like a top 5-7 player.
Sure.
But like, imagine if Peyton or like was still playing today and he was like barely a starter or not even a starter, but his son was playing and he was like on the bench cheering on his son. Like, that's kind of where I will, like, Tiger Woods is not good enough to compete for a championship, and like, like,
Right.
he's not that good anymore. But he's good enough where he can play with his son and be as good and maybe a little bit better than his son and be like that mentor role. So like, and they're doing like duo tournaments and it's fun to watch them together. So I would say fire early on and he became a waterbender.
I actually agree with you.
Really?
100%. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I'll throw you a curveball in the sense of it's not going to be a celebrity.
Okay.
It's
Andy Schwartz.
not gonna... Oh my god, that's funny. No, it's not. It's not gonna be in the celebrity sense of I'm not gonna pick. I'm gonna pick a fictional character.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It is a celebrity, but it's not a big celebrity. No, it's not a celebrity. But it is a minor celebrity.
Okay.
One second. Dante Bosco.
I knew you. I was thinking of saying Jack DeSena, like number 2. You had to go there. Okay.
You met him.
Yeah. Based off of what we've seen, water.
I agree. I agree. It's funny because he is like very calm, but it's funny how he was when we met him. He was talking about I believe he just got married and he's having a child.
Yes.
So I don't know if he did get married, or I mean he did, but I don't know if he was still engaged or he was married at the time.
Right.
But so you can just kind of see that, like, again, I don't know the guy, but like you can tell calm, collective, sure of himself, understanding who he is as a person, and definitely like caring, and it seems like a good friend, good friend. So good person.
Yep.
I mean, is that why you picked it?
No, you picked him.
No, I mean, I'm saying, is that why you picked water?
Oh yeah, I picked water because based on the characteristics and just like his demeanor, his voice. I mean, it was all that calmness and collected with what you just said.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and hit me with one.
Oh,
by the way, Andy Schwartz would be fire, 100%.
Oh, 100%. Even though he's full of hot air.
No, he would think he's like 4. He would be like, "Oh, I'm open-minded, energetic, and spiritual. I'm wise." Like, no.
Well, he'd take fire bending as a compliment, but
Yeah.
I'll say I'm very curious on what you think here,
Oh, okay.
and maybe I know if I take a guess of what you would say.
Okay.
But Taylor Swift.
Oh, very interesting. I know this doesn't seem right. It really doesn't. It does not seem right. But I would almost say Earth.
Okay.
It doesn't seem right. Like you almost think of her as like maybe they're gonna make her the Dazzler in Marvel. Like when you think of her, you just blonde but it's like, I mean, maybe water. But I don't know about the calm part.
It's like, which one do you?
Because my thing is like she seems like she's very loyal and like a good friend. She's obviously like fearless and all that stuff. She seems very loving, maybe a little too much loving. And she's obviously determined. When I think of earthbending, I think of like a strong-willed soul, and I can see that with her. Where like water, goddamn emotional though. Water, yeah, water.
Fans,
I just saw emotional. I said, never mind. Taylor Swift's definitely water.
Cabbage Crew, you just heard Matt speak for 4 minutes on why she should be Earth, and yet in a span of 15 seconds, you know what?
No,
water.
No, literally a split second. As soon as I saw emotional underwater, I was like, nope. Yeah, because you think of Earth.
You have that like you have the emotional part as like circumventing all of them.
Yeah, because when you think of when I think of Earth, I mean like because she does fit a lot of the Earth qualities, but it's kind of like Harry Potter. Like you could fit a lot of the qualities of like for instance, Hermione is very much Ravenclaw. You know, I believe it was Ravenclaw, like smart and
Hermione.
Yeah. One of them, I think it exactly, but the personality traits of Ravenclaw are like smart and like witty, and but when it comes down to her core, it would be Gryffindor. But like for her, when I look, I'm like loyal. I'm like she seems very loyal. She seems like she's somewhat passionate, determined, loving. But then you look at water, and you're like, caring's still in there, but emotional is like the top of the list. Like emotional.
Okay.
Yeah, I would give her water or emotional.
Okay.
I'll say should I say the man of the hour we've been talking about for the last
I have a hint on what you're going to say, but
I'm not going to say it. I'll say so I'm trying to think of an actor or like it's just a person that you know what? Quentin Tarantino. I'm actually watching all of his movies. I'm on a binge watch of all of his movies.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I've only seen 3 of them.
I mean, have you watched a lot of interviews by him and stuff?
Yeah, me too. I watched him with Bill Maher recently.
Okay.
It's actually funny just going back. I was while we were I've been binge watching CSI.
Okay.
And literally the episode before this, Taylor Swift was on it.
CSI?
Yeah, when she was like 19.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Back in 09 and it was an 09 episode because I'm on season 9. But anyway. But where was I?
Quentin Tarantino. What is he?
Oh, Tarantino. Yeah.
You kind of look like Quentin Tarantino. That's never gonna leave my mind now, dude.
What?
You look like him.
I look like Quentin Tarantino? How do I look like Quentin Tarantino?
You gotta look like Quentin Tarantino.
How?
You just look like him. I don't know.
No, I don't. That's an insult.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No, I mean, like not like him now, like a younger Quentin Tarantino.
Okay, that's weird.
No, what? Like some like Quentin Tarantino now is like 60. I'm talking about like have you seen I think it was Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown. I think he was in a scene in Jackie Brown when he was
He's
super
also in
young.
a scene in Pulp Fiction.
He's been in everything.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. Young. I'm gonna put up young. Well, where do you put?
Do you want me to?
This is the first.
I can't even see it, Matt.
This is the first one that came up. All right, maybe that is offensive. No,
That's so bad.
no, but he, oh my god, that was funny. The first one that came up, he's like,
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh.
Anyway.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Okay.
Anyway.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I even mentioned that.
So he's not water. He's not water.
Whew.
And I wouldn't put him at Earth.
Oh, man, that was funny.
Shoot. I'm gonna have to say it's actually very similar to the. Well, yeah. I mean, it's similar to the Taylor Swift reason.
Okay.
But I'll put him at firebending.
Okay, interesting.
And my reason is he is passionate about movies.
That's
and
true.
That is circumventing, and that circumvents all the other things within the characteristics of what is a firebender.
Okay. Yeah.
Because as you've seen in his interviews, like he talks movie, like he's such a deep knowledge of movies.
And he's very intense too.
Very intense with it. And I mean that's why it's that's why it's hard between air and firebending, because like he has the knowledge of it.
Yeah.
But
that's why I was thinking air too, because I'm like very energetic, it seems very open-minded to how he's making his movie and like what.
Well, then if energetic and knowledge, I'll switch it. I'll go air.
No, I agree with you with fire though.
No, I'm switching.
Okay. That was a Tarantino laugh. Tarantino. You'll change it up.
No, Tarantino, he laughs like
oh, all right.
That's how he laughs.
That's funny. All right, well, you do one more and I'll do one more.
That's fine.
Go ahead. I mean, I was crying when I looked at that picture of him.
I know you were crying.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh man.
I'll go with I have a plan B, but
okay.
I have a plan B.
Okay.
I'll go with Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. Okay, interesting. Um, Jeez, I'll go with Air.
Hmm.
I haven't watched or even heard of or heard from Oprah in probably 10 years. So who
Sure.
the heck knows? But from when I watched her, I mean, she was a talk show host, and I'm sure she's wise. I'm sure she, I'm
I'm
sure
sure
she's
she's wise.
I'm sure she's going to some Diddy parties too. But she seems pretty wise. Open-minded, open. Yeah, open.
She's so. That was such a hippie airbender answer. I think she's open.
Open. No, I mean, she has her talk show that she had. I don't know if you were to ask me out of all the 7 people, 8, 9 people we've talked about, which one is the most spiritual, I'd probably say her.
Sure.
Energetic enough. Heck, she's not dancing on stage or anything.
You get a book. You get a book.
Yeah,
Everybody gets a book.
yeah, very generous. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, good.
Um,
You wanna know what my plan B was?
Go ahead.
My plan B was Lamar Jackson.
He has grills now.
You said that in the chat.
I saw an interview and I was like, the heck? So I'm gonna take oh yeah, I had one more, right?
Yeah, you don't. You have the last one.
I'm gonna go ahead and say celebrity. I'm gonna go ahead and say, jump to Marvel here, Robert Downey Jr.
Earth.
He kind of morphed into Tony Stark. Like him and Tony Stark became one.
I agree. But I'm going to say Earth.
Okay. Why is that?
I see him as a very brave person, especially like him and his background with like drug abuse.
Okay.
And overcoming it, being in the spotlight, and then he has the capabilities of being like aggressive and fighting for what is right and wrong, like with the superhero mantra that he already has. And what are the other characteristics with Earthbending?
I went out of it because I'm about to do something else. But loyal and
Yeah.
What you think? I agree with you. I mean, I could see him being water as well, but I think he is.
He's also cocky, and Earthbending's also very cocky.
That's true too. Yeah,
very cocky,
strong mentality.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. I agree with everything you said. Yeah. So I actually just put it's funny. My boss just commented on my Instagram post of me at the Raven game last night, and she said, "No wonder why you came in 2 hours late today." Oh, bless. Anyway, I'm gonna take a test, and you can take one after if you want, or we can take it together and kind of combine our personalities.
Let's take it together.
Yeah, let's just take it together,
or as one unit.
Yeah, as one. And ad popped up. Let me start. So what? Or if you want, we can take. We can take it together as one unit. That's fine. When faced with a tough decision, do you rely on logic or intuition?
I mean, it's a little bit of both, but I would say logic for me.
Yeah, I agree. Oh God, this is a really um advertise heavy site here. Let me try to get out of this advertising. This ad came up. All right, start.
Sorry, Kevin.
Sorry, Cabbage. We're having technical difficulties here. No, I mean, this site is so ad heavy that it won't even let me go to the next thing because the ads are all in the way.
Well, then let's not do it and just.
Yeah, maybe you know what that was a
That was a
a good
because at this time we're just
I'm
chewing
trying.
clock.
Yeah, we tried Cabbage. Well, let me try online
Why did you go on your phone?
because I wanted to be able to see the whole thing. Avatar, what elements are you? All right, let's go ahead and start. 15 questions.
Okay, 15. Let's go. Come on.
Question 1. What is your favorite weather? Favorite time of year? I like it when
Sunny.
it is warm outside. I'm not done yet. I like it when it's warm outside. I like cold weather. I like it breezy, but not too hot or cold. And I don't really care.
Sunny.
Oh, I like all weather. Scroll down.
Sunny.
Well, that's not one of the options.
Warm,
I like it
warm,
when it's
isn't
warm
it?
outside.
Yes, warm.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'll allow that. I'll allow that. All right, next. All right, scroll to the bottom and make it next. All right. What characteristics do you have the most of? I'm pretty fun-loving. I'm strong and focused. I am wise. I am an all-around person. I am caring.
The first one.
I would say for both of us. I was like, well, I'm not very wise. Yeah, I would say I'm all. The first one. Yep. The first. I don't even remember, but it's not the others. Next. That was funny. Man. Man, I do not like this site. What occupation do you most likely see yourself doing? Policeman, teacher. I'm not really sure what to do yet. Doctor or professor.
I don't know what to do yet.
I like that. Yeah, like me neither. Yeah.
Teacher for me.
I actually agree. Is it teacher for you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not policeman, it's not doctor, it's not professor. So are we both in between teacher and I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet?
No, teacher
or would you
for
be
me.
Teacher.
Teacher for
Teacher.
me.
Okay. I would actually say teacher. I agree with. What am I teaching? I have no idea. What animal do you admire the most? Admire the most. Interesting. Penguin, lizard, bunny, bird, monkey.
Ooh.
I would say the lizard.
I'm between penguin and bunny. Probably penguin.
Penguin?
Yeah.
So we're between penguin and lizard. I mean, they get eaten like every day. I think lizard's cool.
They are cool, but I'm just telling you who I admire.
All right, I guess you're gonna go with
Well,
that.
I mean, I guess alligators. I like alligators and crocodiles.
That's all I need. Lizard it is. I literally pressed it and you changed my mind. All you would do is keep going. You could have got away with the penguin. I already pressed it and was about to scroll down. But all right, what would you tell yourself before a fight? Just try your best and go with it. Stand strong and be aggressive. Observe my opponent throughout the fight. Every motion should be thought out. Move swiftly while fighting.
The third one, the observe your opponent.
Observe. I like that. I was actually thinking the same thing. I tend to do that a lot. Even when I'm like playing football or basketball with friends, I'm like, I try to learn my opponent's strengths, weaknesses as we go, or I'll
Sure.
set things up. So I'll be like, all right, cool. And I'll set things up for later.
Right.
Who is your favorite character in the show? Zuko, Aang, Appa, Toph, Katara. I believe Zuko is our shared. When we did the Cabbage Crew calculus,
y-
Zuko was 2 behind
yeah.
Iroh.
If we're counting that, yeah.
What is your favorite color? Whoa, that picture is interesting. White, blue, red, green. I can't decide. I like all colors.
Blue.
I agree. Blue is my favorite color. Halfway there. Halfway there. Number question 8. What is your weakness? These pictures are hilarious. What is your weakness? Confidence, organization, being focused, being a listener, being a talker. Can I say all 5?
Give me the first three.
Confidence, organization, being focused, being a listener, being a talker.
I'll say confidence.
Very good at that.
Oh,
Your zodiac sign is, well, this one we're going to differ. Well, there's only 5, so I don't know how. What's yours? Mine's
don't
on
know.
here. So you don't know. It's so the 5 they give you is Aries, I believe it is.
I know
Taurus,
there's
which I am.
Cancers. I know there's Cancer, Capricorn.
Well, what sign is? What's your birthday?
March 7th.
You are a Pisces. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher that, and everyone's gonna hate me.
Pisces, yeah.
Pisces, which is not on the list, but mine is. I'm a Taurus, and you're actually closest to Taurus because Taurus is 1 next. So we'll mark Taurus. It's weird that they only give you 5. Did you like the quiz?
Yeah.
We're not even done the quiz yet. That should have been the last question. Yes, no, somewhat. I already knew the answer. It was great. I'm just gonna say somewhat.
Insane.
That's a weird question to ask at number 10 when there's 15 questions.
I don't disagree.
How would you describe your approach to problem solving? I take a flexible and adaptable approach. I rely on my intuition and creativity. I tackle challenges with passion and determination. I use logic. Hey, buddy. I use logic to find solutions, and I consider myself, or I consider multiple approaches and seek balance.
Logic with such a logic.
Okay. Yep, I like that. We've used the logic twice now, actually, in our. I don't know if that's going to be a connection to something. What quality resonates with you the most? Freedom and independence, ambition and power, harmony and balance, strength and resilience, and compassion and empathy.
First one. Freedom and independence.
Okay, I like that. That's fine with me. You're going to be air, water. Or we're going to be air, water. What do you handle? I'm sorry. How do you handle conflicts and disagreements? I prefer to avoid conflicts. I approach conflicts with a calm and open mind. I use my intellect and find common ground. I mediate conflicts and strive for peace. And I address conflicts head on with competence.
For me, common ground.
Okay. All right, 2 more. What element of nature do you feel the strongest connection to? This is gonna be a pretty straightforward one. Earth and its solid, stable presence. Fire and its transformative energy. Air and its freedom. Water and its ability to flow. Oh, I'm sorry. Adaptability and flow, and all elements.
All
As they are connected.
elements.
All elements. Okay. I like that answer. You're the Avatar. Which quote resonates with you the most? The key to okay. I think these are all Avatar quotes. Maybe the key to bending is the flow of energy within yourself. Fire is the element of power. The great illusion of this world is the illusion of separation. In the water, we are all connected. When we hit our lowest point, we are open to the greatest change. Before you answer that, I want you to say who says each one of these. The key to bending is the flow of energy within yourself.
Say that one more time.
The key to bending is the flow of energy within yourself. I think I know who it is.
I mean, I know it's between a few people, but I don't. At this point, I'd be like guessing. So my thoughts are either Drew Patik, Iroh, or the Lion Turtle. So those are my three. Am I right with one of them?
It's not coming up if you said it. But all all three of them that you said sounds right.
Yeah. I wouldn't say the Lion Turtle. If I had to get rid of one, it'd be the Lion Turtle.
I like Guru Patik.
I was gonna say him. That's who
I know the fire. Fire is the element of power. Is pretty easy.
Yeah.
That's Zhao.
Yes.
The greatest illusion of this world is the illusion of separation.
And that's the lion. That's not the Lion Turtle.
No, I don't think it's Guru Patik either. I think it is the swamp guy. What he's telling Aang about that, and Aang has to look for Appa in the swamp. Remember, he's like the greatest illusion, and he talks, and then they joke about him saying,
"Time is an illusion, so is death."
Yeah. In the water, we are all connected. No idea. No idea who says that.
In the water, we are all connected.
And then when we hit our
maybe Hama.
Maybe. No, and then when we hit our lowest point, we are open to the greatest change. That's Aang.
Yes.
That's Aang talking to Korra.
Yes.
In the water we go. But what one hits you the most? I actually like the last one.
Which was?
When we hit our lowest point, we're open to the greatest change.
I do like that one.
That's a good Aang quote.
What are the first two again?
The key to bending is the flow of energy within you, and the fire is the element of power.
Yeah. I mean, it's the last one then.
All right. Well, let's see what you/I am. We. Waterbender.
Okay.
Just like Katara, you are a waterbender. You are a very peaceful and caring person. You are content and serene. You are always putting others before yourself. You are more of a giver than a taker. Always stay the same and never give up.
Sounds good. We're waterbenders, Cabbage Crew. Cabbage Crew, take the test. What are you? What bender are you?
Me? We're waterbenders, apparently. I'm probably more of an earthbender. I don't know. I guess Tess told me.
A lot of people have said that I'm air.
No. It's like no, I was kidding. Yeah, we probably say maybe you're air. I don't know. You're very open-minded.
Am I?
Yeah, but Cabbage Crew, take the test. Maybe I'll leave a link. Maybe I won't. I probably won't. But take the test.
If you've made it this far,
If you made it this far,
wait,
at this
wait.
point,
If you've made it this far, you'll probably have time to take the quiz.
yes, 100%. All right, subscribe.
Peace,
Follow.
subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. What a trap.